Good morning. It's 6:53 on the 27th of September, which is a Thursday, and I'm gonna go through my plans for 6C today. We had an interesting day yesterday. Let's quickly see what happened, what the expectations were. Let's see what the expectations were, and then what happened. So that's the expectations. Scenario 1 is in blue. Test lower for continuation higher. And scenario 2 is test higher for a continuation lower. To 772, and the continuation high was to HVN at 888. So how the trade went. Is like so. So that's yesterday. It opened in a two-way action. It seemed like it's going to go for scenario 2. Test up and continuation lower. And after it left the double bottom, it went higher. It did seem quite likely it will have scenario 2. When it did a lower high, it kind of was another piece in the puzzle to help with scenario 2. Confirmation, and after it hesitated and balanced at the mid for quite a bit, it sold off in a strange machine-driven algorithmic sell-off that went steadily down for a while, for quite a while, for hours on end. Nice and slow and steady move down. Of course, we had the 7 o'clock FOMC announcement, which is quite late in the day, so throughout the day it was a scenario 2, but in a one-way direction with hardly any pullbacks. It took out yesterday's low by a few ticks, 3 or 4, and then had a pullback in continuation to the HVN at 803, and had the exhaustive move to the mid. It balanced a long time at the mid in these bull flags formations, and before the FOMC it came back to the IB high. And then what happened after that is priced attempted higher and sold off with the announcement and closed at the low. We had a weak high and closing at the low. So my scenario for today, so to sum it all up, we had a scenario 2 in the morning and then scenario 1 in the afternoon before the solid sell-off after the FOMC. Well, we didn't really have scenario 1 because we didn't expect a pullback this shallow. In scenario 1, my expectations for a pullback were only down to 820. 8 LVN and then up. On the scenario 2, up, test up and continue lower, I had the figure of 855 as a testing up point, which is slightly above this LVN here, and it turned at 851, so 4 ticks short. Just an interesting fact. Okay, so today we happen to open way down. It overnight has taken out all of my scenario 1 for today's trade. So scenario 1 was fulfilled overnight, and we are opening at 772, and what 772 is? 772 is the bottom point of control of the balanced area below us, this balanced area. This is 772. That's where we're opening. So we're opening in balance. We've left the balanced area above, and we are trading right on the VPOC of the balance area below. This is where we are, 775. So my expectation for today will be, let's get the blue. Yeah. We're opening right the VPOC, so I expect open auction. Scenario 1, it's attempt lower. Take out the naked VPOC. Here we opened. And continue higher. To yesterday's VPOC. That's my scenario 1. This will give us a range of 70 points. So that's scenario 1. And scenario 2, we open over the VPOC. Sell off lower. Find support. 719 is an HVN of the composite, and it's also an HVN on the macro composite for the balanced area below, and we form a balance here. That's my scenario 2. Since we're opening out of range, there's an elevated chance of a trend or a drive kind of scenario behavior. So scenario 3, open test drive to 41 and 45. That's my scenario 3. Up the area above. Up to the area above. And of course scenario 4 must be the opposite. Quick test up and a sell-off in a trend fashion to the KLVN at 690. That's scenario 3. That's all I have today. We'll do it again tomorrow.